hello. Cheryl just said, let's go. And I had, Shania Twain. Dun, 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 dun. That was really let's go, girls. That was really
I was just because we always have to work out what day it is when we're about to go live because we still don't know.
Haven't got a clue. But I'm all up to date with Love Island USA now, so we can talk about that today. Say hello as you join. Say hello. Let us know you're here. It'd be lovely to hear from you. I've just snapped the nail. How is everybody doing? Donna and Cheryl TV, keeping it real with you on this beautiful Thursday autumn day. I got my coffee. I got my water. I got my smile.
It's my husband's birthday. He's 49. 49 today. He's in good shape for a 49-year-old.
He's in bloody good nick for a 29-year-old. I was saying to my mum the other day, I said, can you believe it's like 9 years since Cheryl's party for Graham for his 40th? And my mum was like, it's not that long ago. Caleb was there. I went, no, that was the air show party, not long after we moved in. She was like, oh my God, I completely forgot about that. I mean, God, we've literally had births, deaths, marriages, divorces, like all sorts in the middle, haven't we, since in those last 9 years.
It's mental because the house wasn't even decorated, if you remember. Because we've lived in the house for 9 years. So we had the party in the dining room because we hadn't decorated. So it didn't matter if people splattered things all over the carpet, which they did, but it was okay. So yes, he's 49. So he's actually put his work clothes on and he's doing some work in the bedroom. This is my husband. He has a day off, took his dad for an appointment. And then he's now upstairs doing a bit of work. But then Holly's coming over at 1 with some stuff for him and stuff like that. So, but now I've got the day off tomorrow. We're going for drinks and food and stuff to celebrate. And then he's like, what time are you working tonight? I said, well, I've got a call 6:30 till 7. Fancy walking along and having a couple of drinks? I said, now, come on. We're supposed to be going out tomorrow. Well, can we not just have a couple of days and go out tomorrow? He's pushing the boundaries here, people. Pushing the boundaries.
I tell you what, I know, but it's,
we're going to walk along into Seaburn and just go for a couple. Let's get out there and get more contact with the virus before all the pubs shut on Monday.
Yes, because they're closed at 6 o'clock again or something.
So we need to make the most of it tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, is that not just in Scotland?
No, it's just come out saying from Monday in England they're probably going to close the pubs and restaurants. Well, you can't drink. They open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can only drink outside. So we're going to go along tonight and then tomorrow, and put ourselves in contact with the virus just in case that you can't get alcohol from next week.
Oh, my goodness.
So, yeah.
That's crazy. I, on the other hand, am working until 10 o'clock tonight. I've got a long day today. So today is my first official day, although I had my VIP welcome on Monday, so I was kind of taking it from Monday. But today is my first official live call on my spiritual practitioner program. Mm-hmm. So today is the day when Dr. Erin starts teaching us in that particular program, whilst alongside that I do my spiritual coaching, spiritual business mastery, and spiritual leadership as well. They're on the other nights. So tonight is spiritual practitioner. Now, if you'd like to know a little bit more about it, I'm not going to talk about it in this one. We will do another live about it specifically. But Dr. Erin just dropped an amazing podcast, basically saying what being a spiritual badass is all about as a practitioner. And she explains exactly what it's about and why we do this work. So if you'd like to know more about it, have a listen to Dr. Erin's latest podcast on, you can get it on all the main podcast things where you listen to podcasts.
So exciting. It's like the start of a new journey. Who knows where this will take, not just you, us, because whenever Donna and I make a decision about evolving ourselves, about investing in ourselves, it impacts us personally, it impacts you guys, it impacts our families, but it drives our business forward, which is why we are constantly investing in ourselves. Like, who knows where this will take our business? That's the exciting thing. We don't know.
Where it'll take our business, where it'll take our spirituality, where it will take our emotional journey. Like, it's just amazing. And we love doing this work. We love it.
So if you're the doctor, what am I to you then? Am I like the nurse?
You're my bitch.
Or the receptionist? Or the locum?
No, you're my muse.
Muse, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's funny because when I'm doing my healing, I was healing somebody yesterday and I was like, I'm just going to send off some information to the master to find out what protocol you do. And I have to call patients. And it feels so odd.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to have to email them. I've got a patient. This is what I actually say, who's experiencing these physical symptoms. Give us a protocol and they just go do this with them. And I'm like, it feels really funny saying, I've got a patient. I'm not a doctor. It just feels funny. But
well, I have to do actual intern work. So a lot of the work I'll do, there'll be some pro bono work, some intern work. And some of the intern and the pro bono work that we do is that people will ring in from all over, like into the New Thought centres, and who need prayers. So people ring in who need prayers. So part of my job will be praying for people. Yeah. And we do scientific prayer in New Thought. In New Thought Global, we do scientific prayer because it's a mixture of spirituality and the science of mind and unity. So I'll be doing affirmative prayers for people around the world who need.
Now, isn't this amazing synchronicity, people? Because me spirit's going wild when you're saying that. And with the healing session, the pranic healing that I do, part of my morning routine is I do the Twin Hearts meditation. Mm-hmm. How beautiful is this synchronicity? Because in the Twin Hearts meditation, I bless the world. Mm-hmm. I'm blessing the world with peace, with love, light over darkness. So I'm doing the same thing as Donna is going to be doing, just through a different path and through a different
medium, through a different
modality. But actually, we're still ending up doing the same thing. It's just different, but we didn't know that.
No, and for years and years, I've done meditations where you literally imagine this light, and even on Headspace is the one where you do it, and it's light coming out of you, and you send it. In my head, I could always see it going all the way around the world, and I always knew that the light was love, even though that's not what he says on the meditation. In my head, that's always what it was. And then yesterday, this crazy thing, you know, when you just have that moment of, was it yesterday or this morning? Caleb was talking about one of his lessons anyway. And he was on about the studying like the Stone Ages or the Middle Ages or some bloody age, Iron Age, I don't know. And I said, I did love history when I was little. I said, but guess what Mammy's favourite thing was? And do you know what they both said straight away? Religious studies, religious education. And I said it was. And it just, you know, when you have that, holy shit. I was always like top or number 2 for that, like in the whole year. Like I was always like in the seat that meant that you were the high. I loved it. And it was because I was fascinated by studying what this spirituality was, this religion, all these people, like why all of this activity. Wow. It didn't matter what religion, whether it was Judaism or what, I could not get enough of it. Wow. Like I aced that exam. I used to get like 99% for everything, like literally. Wow. Loved it. So there's always,
and then look what's happened.
I know, becoming a doctor of divinity. There's just always been that thirst to want to understand what that thing is that is greater than us. So,
right, that's amazing. But then we forget, don't we? And then you just go, oh, boom, all right, so I've been interested in this since I was 5. Okay, it just took us another 40 years to get on the right path.
Yeah. And I've been reading books about witchcraft and the occult when I was 10 because I just wanted to understand what this thing was, do you know what I mean? So like, just so cool. But
so none of this is what we'll be talking about today. Snap. Who are your cheerleaders? We'll spend the last 5 minutes asking you some questions. We forgot you were there, to be fair.
Who is here today? We've got one Facebook user saying
hello. They fell asleep.
I'm sorry. We haven't had time to talk, so we're just catching up now. Are you enjoying this?
So yes, but the theme today was around who are your unsung heroes, who are your cheerleaders, based from Graham's birthday. Yes. Because our husbands, Neil is a bit more in the forefront now because he's helping us out with the business. Graham is not, and
Graham's doing the painting.
Graham's doing he is an unsung hero. He's decorating our front bedroom so we can move back in for Christmas. But we forget sometimes that we have these people in our lives who are like our rocks, who don't not get the praise, don't ask for the praise. They're just there in our corner. We've just been talking about this with the client.
Yeah.
In our corner, they're there no matter what. Unconditional love. Cheerleaders will support you no matter what. That doesn't mean agreeing with everything you do, but supporting you no matter what. And we wanted to talk to you today about, for you to recognize who those people are in your life. Let's give them let's bring them into the forefront and give them a bit of highlight. Give them a bit of praise. Thank
Who
them.
are your cheerleaders?
It would be lovely actually to follow this through in the soul system for those of you watching afterwards, and just let's start naming who our cheerleaders are and tagging people in.
Tag them in.
They need to know. Sometimes somebody doesn't know that they're a cheerleader because we never tell them.
Yeah, well, often the people that are closest to us are the ones that we don't tell enough. Like, it's just how it is, isn't it? And I think, like, Cheryl and I are very lucky in that we know that we're each other's cheerleaders, and we don't ever take it for granted. Like, we're constantly like in such deep appreciation and gratitude for, we know how lucky we are to have found each other and to be on this path together. Morning, Molly.
Morning.
But I'm not sure that's the same necessarily with all of our relationships in our lives, and for each and every one of us, we've got those friends, we've got members of our family, sometimes it's work colleagues who are literally, as the song said, the wind beneath your wings. They're the people who lift you up. They're the mirror that you look in when you know you need a bit of a talking to. You know, like, I always laugh and say, like, one of our friends, Lisa, is just amazing. And we've got friends who don't bullshit us. This is what we love about our friendship circle. And I remember, I think I've told you this story before, when I was going through the divorce and it was all just going a bit tits up. And I remember like sitting with this piece of paper saying, right, Lisa, how can I keep my house? Like, how can I? And she looked at the number. She went, love, fucking wake up. You can't. You have to move out. And I was like, like, do you want to work with me on this? She was like, no, fucking wake up. You can't afford it. Move out the house. Sell the fucker or rent it out. And do you know what? I loved her so much for that, because anyone else would sit and go, well, you know, see what happens. Maybe ask for it. And she was right. I was getting deeper and deeper and deeper into debt. I moved out. I rented the house out. Literally, I was out within weeks. Rented the house out for a year. Went and lived with my mum. Had enough money to like eat so that I could do that. And bearing in mind, I was 30. I'd moved out when I was 18. It wasn't easy to do that. Moved out and was in there and had then money so I could go out and like relax and enjoy myself while we paid off some of the debts from the divorce.
Go out with me.
Go out with Cheryl till the lights came on outside. And that was when I met Neil. So that was the year, literally, I met Neil. Because if I'd been here stuck in the house in a pile of debt, I wouldn't have been going out to the pictures on a Sunday night and going for drinks. So that's the story of how I met Neil. So it's kind of like Lisa's fault.
Yeah.
So who are your cheerleaders? Who are those people who raise you?
Oh, thank you, Marlene. You back to us. You're one of our cheerleaders. Been here from the get-go. Original OG.
Marlene is an OG. I met Marlene in I think it was in the Boss Babe group, wasn't it? Like literally the month we started the business. And just clicked. And Marlene is just one of the team, always there, always part of our groups. We love her so much.
It was like right at the beginning. I remember you saying, I've met this great woman. She lives in Canada and we'd only just started our business. So like, Marlene, you were one of the people that Donna and I coached together, as now is your time. Mm-hmm. Like one of the first people. So.
One of our very first clients. So one of the things that we want to say about cheerleaders is, you know, some of us, well, no, we're all lucky. I was going to say some of us aren't lucky, but I think it's like I am very aware, like I've consciously created the group of friends that I have. I might not have done that in the early days. It might have been a little bit of luck, but that's the universe putting people in your way who are meant to be around you. So I just want you to really look around this, you know, around your friendship group and like, are you spending time with the people who want you to be better? Are you spending time with the people who really raise you up, who want you to do more? Are you spending time with the Cheryls of the world that when we've just spent literally tens of thousands of pounds already this year on coaching and development, and then an opportunity comes up to start a doctorate, says to you, I don't care how much it is, this is your thing, do it, we'll make it work. Like, are you surrounded by those people? Do you know what I mean? Because they make your life so much easier and so much more fun and so much more honest and hold you to the highest standards that you have for yourself. So you can start, if that's not where you are right now and you're not spending time around those people, you can start to do that today. You can reach out a date to a friend who you know holds you to the highest vision you have of yourself. And sometimes when we know we've had a bit of a funk in life or we haven't been doing that, sometimes they're the friends that we back away from a little bit. But they're the friends you need, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Because if you're not resenting something, if something resisting is the word I'm looking for, something's making you resistant, then there's a learning point for you to be had. There is a breakthrough waiting for you on the other side. But this is about as well. This is about you understanding. So the reason Donna and I met our husbands through a series of dysfunctional relationships was because we did some real deep work on our values. And this plays out the same as friendships and work colleagues and clients. Like, we attract people who have some very similar values to us, and that's why we work with them, because we did the work on our values. So we understood what was really important to us individually. When you know that at the core, then when you're looking for a partner or a friend or a client or whatever that may be, it's easier to attract and find that group of people because you're really clear about your values at the core. When you haven't done that work and you're not really sure, that's when you attract people and people come into your life, and then it all gets a bit, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. And yes, you learn from it, but it's guiding you in the direction of actually really understanding who you are at the core, and then the people will be attracted.
Absolutely. And I love this, Danielle. I went for a walk with a long-term friend last night, and I was always wary of her, but now I know her straight talk is because
absolutely
she cares. And sometimes we avoid those people because we know they're going to tell us something that maybe we don't want to hear, but we need to hear it.
Oh, yeah? Absolutely. Like, when I met Graham, we met each other at the athletics club, and I met him in the October, and I didn't tell any of my friends.
Didn't tell me
till April. Till March, till the night I went on a date that I'd met this guy and I liked him and I was flirting and he was coming to see Holly in races. I didn't tell anyone because I was fucking shit scared of this might be the one. So I didn't tell anyone. I just pretended like it wasn't happening.
And then they choked on my coffee in the canteen at work. She's like, well, actually, I've never seen Cheryl flummox for words before. It was the first and last time I've ever seen it. And it was so fucking cute. And she was like, but I don't know. I just don't know. And I was like, I know. The very fact that we're getting all this right now, I know.
And I met him 6 months ago and I haven't told anyone.
Yeah, kind of an indicator.
So yes, so who are your cheerleaders? Who are your unsung heroes? If you want to recognize someone today, tell them. Go and tell them. Thank them for all they've done for you. Thank them for being there in your corner from the get-go.
Yeah.
And show some gratitude. And tag them if you want to in here. Because it's nice to know that you're in someone's corner and somebody appreciates you.
100%. We are going now. We're going to beautify ourselves. Can you imagine? We're going to try and look more beautiful. I know, because we are speaking in Lisa Johnson's Visibility Genius group this afternoon about imposter syndrome. So we're really looking forward to supporting some incredible entrepreneurs on their journey to help give them some tools to get in front of the clients who need their products and services. So wish us luck for that. We will see you guys very soon. We're back tomorrow with the Soul Squad. Cheryl's not, but I'll be here with the Soul Squad tomorrow.
I'll see you next week.
Have a blessed Thursday, you guys. Love you bunches. Bye.
Bye.